I was looking after my 3 grandchildren, and they were very different ages, 13, 8 and 3, and I found it extremely difficult. I was doing a great deal of mileage with psychological appointments and different things, and my granddaughter, who is 13, her social worker recommended grandparents rearing grandchildren. My husband was very much against us having the children at that point, but he's subsequently completely done a 360 and he's now the president of our organisation. The first couple of meetings I just cried to know that other people were in the same situation that I was, and listening to their stories put my story into perspective, because a lot of their stories were far worse than mine. I've felt much more mentally strong because of the group. We have share and care, where you can just say where you're up to, the positive outcomes and also the negative outcomes of your week or of your month, and it is so supportive that the other people are able to put you back on the right track. And my mental health is much improved by being part of the group. Last year, I fell apart a bit because my granddaughter also went on to drugs, and I took over my great-grandchildren. And I knew that my fellow members of the group would support me, and I talked about my problems, and they were just so supportive and understanding and recommended things that I could do. After I'd managed to reunite my grandchildren with their parents after about 3 years, I felt that I wanted to put back into the group, this fabulous group, what I'd got out of it. And the secretary was finding it very difficult to cope with the amount of work that she'd taken on. Her role was subsequently split into 3 people. She was doing 3 people's roles, and the group was expanding all the time. So I took over the secretary's role. At the last meeting we had 3 people join with toddlers, and they looked absolutely, in fact one lady said, "I don't normally look like this. This is, because she's got a 3-year-old that doesn't sleep." And these people were biting their lips to stop themselves crying. I really feel as though these people felt as though they were really being helped, and that they came in obviously very mentally unwell with these little children. And we also were telling them we're doing a retreat in a couple of weeks to come along to that, and that is a really nice activity where we just talk about whatever you want to talk about, your problems, or you've seen a good film, or whatever you want to talk about, really. People phone me up from all over the state to ask about support groups, to ask about Centrelink payments, and I'm just so confident about doing things now because of all the people that I've met and the job that I do. I feel really proud of myself, actually.